All right, guys, welcome back to another video of Shaman J. It's time to talk about the battery life. Now, I was going to do a 24-hour follow-up on this phone for battery life, but I opted not to because once I realized this phone is going to be great on battery, like really good, I decided to go ahead and just keep using it to see how it would be. So I've been using this phone since the 28th. It has not been charged since the 28th. So as you can see here, and today is the 31st, by the way, at the recording this video, January 31st. And I got this phone on the 28th and I've been using it ever since then on the same charge. So here's my battery settings here. We'll go to the 7 days because we're going to need to do it that way. I have it on balanced mode. There's no power saving modes being used. I could only imagine if I put it on the super power saving mode. That would really kill it, but it would take a long time to kill it. So let's go back to the 28th. Where I had 2 hours of screen on time, 2 hours, right? And then on the next day I had 3.5, so that's 5.5. And on the 30th, I wasn't feeling too well, so I wasn't really on the internet too much. On that day in general. Yesterday was my relaxation day. I didn't exercise, I didn't do anything. I just kind of chilled, watched TV all day, didn't do anything. So this day there was only 39 minutes. So this is 5.5 hours of screen on time so far. We'll just call it 6 hours and 15 minutes. We'll call it 6 hours and 15 minutes. And then today I have an hour and 45 minutes. So this phone has given me 6.5 at 45 at 7, 8 hours of screen on time. Folks, this phone is sick on battery. Call it like it is. This phone is crazy on battery. Is it better than the OnePlus 13 on battery? Absolutely. And the OnePlus 13 it's a great phone on battery, but this phone right here, for some reason, they have optimized the crap out of this thing. And let me go into the about screen real briefly here. 7,300. And I like that it has silicon carbon battery. I like that it's advertised that way because this is what it's all about. There is no reason why going forward, other OEMs cannot do this. If OnePlus is charging less money and giving us 16 gigs of RAM plus 12 on the virtual and 512 gigs for $1,000, there's no reason, absolutely no reason why more companies can adopt the silicon carbon battery technology. So that means it doesn't cost a lot because this is one of the more affordable phones with these types of specs. The processor is the Elite Gen 5. So there's no reason why other OEMs are still using the same. Oh, we had to put a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in again. We were able to optimize the software. No, use the silicon battery technology. You're lying to your consumers when companies like this have done it twice already for the US market. This is just incredible. Now, this isn't the thinnest phone out there, but it is a thin phone for a 7,000 milliamp hour battery. I've got phones with 10,000 milliamp hour batteries and they're double the thickness. I could even show you my battery pack for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. It's a 10,000 milliamp hour battery and it's heavy as I don't know what, and it's thick. Yeah, I have phones with 10,000 milliamp hour batteries and battery packs with 10,000 milliamp hour batteries. So there's no excuse. Phones by now should have evolved with this type of technology because they can put a 10,000 milliamp hour battery inside. Now for the US market, this is the biggest battery and this kind of power that is using the silicon carbon battery technology. No excuses, none whatsoever. There is no reason why other OEMs cannot do this. So if you think for 1 second that you're going to kill this battery in a short period of time, you're mistaken. Let's go back to it again. Look at my numbers. Sorry, it's going up because I got the screen on, but here's basically 2 hours there. This was my shortest time yesterday. I chilled, watched TV all day, like I said. 3.5 there, 2 hours there. So you're looking at like 8 hours of screen on time just because. There's no more excuses. I don't want to hear from Apple, Samsung, Google, nobody. get on board with this technology and give us what we actually deserve. And as much as I like this phone right here, these phones basically feel the same. If you're wondering what these phones feel like, they pretty much feel the same, except for OnePlus feels more lightweight. This is a lot heavier, but it's the same type of design, everything. No excuse, Google. No excuse, Samsung. No excuse, Apple. Just none. There's no excuses. While you're making phones this thick, which is pretty much the same thickness as this, same size, basically almost the same size screen. And it has better cameras on the OnePlus for video. And it has extraordinary battery life when compared. The software is running smooth, just like a Pixel. And it comes with a charger in the box. Like, this is embarrassing. Like, there's no excuse for OEMs not to be doing what this company is doing. You know what's so weird? OnePlus, I don't think it's on carriers anymore. Like, this is what consumers should be buying when they want to pick up. Like, that Pixel costs more than this phone, and you're getting less. And you guys know I love my Pixel. And I still have a SIM card. It's like, why? I know why. I would say it's more a political thing why companies don't want to deal with OnePlus, because they want to make as much money as possible. These phones are already lower in price, and so there's not going to be a high profit margin. So this is probably why OnePlus can't work out any deals with people, because their phones already cost less, they offer more, and they do more as well, and they perform just as well, or if not better. So what do you say to that? I say these companies are full of crap, and they're not even trying to give us what we need. And it's all about the gains. That's what it's about. Let's go back into the about screen. Look at that. 7,300 milliamp hour battery. Folks, I'm done. This company did it once again with a phenomenal product. While I don't like everything about this phone, like some of the hardware features and stuff when I compare it to my 13, this is in fact a phenomenal phone for the everyday consumer who has $900. This is the best $900 phone offering for the consumer to date. I hate I have to say it, but it's true. Prove me wrong.